Hello to each and every one of you that will be coming in here live. Thank you so much for clicking on this link. My name is Larry D. Reid, and I am the host of Larry Reid Live. Comes on every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we have the conversation absolutely. And we discuss whatever's happening in our world. And it's a great show, and you should tune in. And if you want to be a part of that community and this conversation that we have, make sure you text right now the word Larry Reid Live with no spaces to 33222 so you don't miss whenever we're having a conversation. This is not the set. I'm in my bedroom. I'm using a different apparatus. This is StreamYard, my second time using it. But we usually live from the studio on Mondays, but this was easier to do, and I'm so glad I learned how to do this. All right, so I made a post a few minutes ago. I'm going to read to you the post that I made, and we're going to have a short discussion. And if I see any Patreon members, which are patrons, I may just add you to this conversation and see what you think. Normally I will be live in Patreon discussing this, but I think I should have this conversation here. Let me read to you what I posted. And I may read some of the comments that I seen there. It's important for, if you want to fully engage this platform, I mean, you can't just watch the lives that have something in the title that interests you, something in the title maybe that you would like to hear about or know about. You need to watch the post on Facebook and the YouTube community. You need to be a part of Patreon, or you're not going to understand this platform. You're going to make a mistake and saying, oh, they just talk about this or they just do this. You're going to miss it. You're going to totally miss it. So I made a comment on my Facebook page concerning the VP, Kamala. That's the proper way of saying her name. I remember reading a little bit on her when she was running for presidency, and her and Biden had a little bit of a face-off. I think I made a post about her then. I'm gonna go back and see if I can find it. I don't remember what I said, but I do remember what I felt. When I first saw Kamala Harris, I really did not, I couldn't register with her. And I think I actually, what that on my ear? Did something fly around my head? I felt something. I didn't register with her. And let me explain. I am a Black male in America. I have a Black mom who I love. I had a Black wife of 20 years who's the mother of my children, who I respect as a queen. I have two daughters who I respect and love. I have two sisters. I have now one living grandma, and she has 5 daughters. One of them is deceased. A host of Black females, then I got a whole uncles, and got a great balance of men and women in my life that has influenced me in the way that I think, act, and all of that kind of going on. I was raised in Pikeville, North Carolina, which is right outside of Goldsboro, North Carolina, by Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. So I got to tell you this so you can understand where my perspective is coming from as it relates to Kamala. And I went to school with white people. My first friends was white people. I was sort of raised in near the white American experience. I knew it was different from my experience because there was what we had the alley and Pikeville that were Black folks. That's a whole nother experience. There was almost like them folk down there in Fremont, and that's a Black experience. And then the people in Eureka, that was a Black experience. And Goldsboro was a whole nother Black experience. So the Black experience, I mean, if I'm gonna nod at what Biden said, that a whole lot of people popped off at. If you Black in America, you pretty much got about the same 10 or 15 things in common. And I think that's what Biden was trying to say when he made that comment about another ethnicity being more diverse than us. I don't think it was a dig. I don't think it was a statement he should have been making. He should have stayed away from it. I told him, shut up and just talk about Trump and all the mess that he done that we don't like, and go ahead and win if that's what you're trying to do. And I think that's what you're trying to do, raising all this money and keep asking me for money, sending me texts every day asking me for money. I'm thinking that's what you're trying to do. So go ahead and do that and shut up and don't talk about the black folk. Don't talk about the women. Don't talk about the gays. Smile and talk about Trump, and you might get everybody to vote. So that's a nod to that. So with that being said, we were raised poor, but I realized there were people who were raised poorer than me and my siblings. I have 2 sisters and a brother. So I have a certain lens and there's a certain vibration. Here we go. Thank you, Jesus, because it came to me how to say this. Black is a vibration. Black is a frequency. Black is an energy. And when your skin sort of reflects that vibe and that energy and that frequency, it just deepens your blackness. And so when I saw Kamala and she was up there talking, my eyes saw a black woman or a colored woman. She was a colored. My eyes saw a woman of color, but I ain't feel black. So I didn't really care for her at the time. I'm like, I can't feel it. And I think I made a post about it. And y'all remind me. And I was really at that point, I'm like, Bernie, everybody wants you to win. You better pull this one through here. But Biden, in those debates, he was comical. He has sort of you can tell he's been around Obama for a while, and maybe he was like this before. He just has, he was dealing a certain kind of way that reminded me of some of the older black men in some of them Baptist churches. And some of the stuff he would say be a little off the wall, a little quirky. He really wasn't he felt presidential, but he felt relatable. So he actually stood out to me and Bernie during that time. And Kamala, I was like, and when I heard about who we're gonna pick, I was like, what? Could you need to come down here and get here in Atlanta? Mother Mayor, Keisha Bottoms, or anybody, Stacey Abrams. I'm black, y'all, as you can see, and so I want to choose a black person, or at least a person of color. That was my own feelings. So when I made this post, here I'm gonna read the post. Now we're at the post. I'm almost done. So when I made this post, this was my for real, absolute feelings. I said, Biden has picked Kamala Harris. She's the first black woman on the vice presidential ticket selected by a major party ever. Do women, especially black women, want representation at the highest office in America? I won't never forget, because that was right the same year Larry Live, the show, had started. And Hillary Clinton, I was very favorable as it relates to her run for presidency, and how the women were calling to the show and like they hated her. I'm like, well, I know about the whole Clinton thing. I know, you said the first woman up for that role or whatever is a white woman, not a black woman, then, I said, why do women don't want to see a representation of themselves in the White House? I said, okay, well, whatever. Maybe because they love Michelle so much and she was the first lady beside that black man that just got used to that and they just I don't know what they wanted. And so because they complained so darn bad concerning her, we end up with Trump. Now here we are, the same thing again. Can y'all type that in there? We're at the same place we were in 2016. And we are about, I'm afraid from the comments I saw under this post and the next post I made after that I'm about to read, I think we are about, and mess around, if we don't, We're going to mess around and we might end up with what some of y'all don't want, which is another 4 years with Trump. If y'all can't put some of these differences to the darn side and come together, Black community. Because this is just my speculation from what I read and what I see. And I think about what Mark Burns said when he was on the show, and some other, we had both sides, left and right, talk on the show. It looks like that the Black vote and the female vote is really, and there may have been another one. Or if you can get hold of that, you just might be able to pull away from Trump. And I actually thought Trump had it all this. I said, Trump got this. Trump, he got this. But then some months ago, during the pandemic, my tingles said, wait a minute. Trump's presidency, I don't feel it in my tingles. Some of y'all know what tingles is. That little thing that come up there. It ain't really in, you don't really feel it here, but it might run in your head. It tingle, then run in your head and give you a thought or a movie. Like, huh? My tingle, like, where Trump at? Where Trump at? Then something dropped down in my spiritualization. Now, see, that's different. Because my spiritualizations don't be off. And I looked in the future. And I couldn't see Trump. I said, nah, either I can't, because I've been in this whole spiritual sin and spirit thing for a while. I said, now, either I can't see Trump because he's not in the future, or there could be other reasons why I don't see Trump, as far as the grand scheme of things, because I was saying whenever I would look, I see more of the machine that our government is, that is diabolical. I told you can't trust nobody. In fact, I don't care if you're on the left or the right, or you're going to vote left and right, you're still voting for the less of two evils, in my opinion. But only thing I saw was the moving of the machine. I couldn't see him. I said, now, either that's because the machine is the thing that's really going to be taking over from here forward, all this wickedness working in the back rooms together and really controlling all of what is happening with the citizens and everything. Or either, and he's just a puppet in that, or either he's just going to be gone. And so when that happened, I said, now, what's gonna happen? And so I began to look at Biden and saw the numbers. I said, okay, he's doing good, but that don't mean nothing, because Hillary was a little bit closer now. But about a month ago, Hillary numbers was like that. Then the next thing you know, Donald Trump came out the blue. So I said, that don't mean nothing. But now, with him choosing Kamala Harris, and what I see in these comments, y'all about to bring Trump right on back to the top. I'm looking everywhere. Now see, my audience is over 200,000 people between Facebook and YouTube and Twitter. And so I see my analytics, millions are on my site, my social media sites, every few days. I say I'm a few, but it may be like 10, 11. So I think it's a good gauge of my community. And it looked like y'all about to give, man. Y'all about to hand this right on over to Trump. Let me say it one more time. Y'all about to hand this right over to Trump. Now, I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but I'm paying attention to what's going on. And I thought that everybody want to get rid of Trump. And if everybody want to get rid of Trump, Black community first, but I'm talking to everybody. Do y'all know y'all gonna have to bring y'all hips together? We so divided. Look here. This is what I posted the next post because I saw the comments up under there because I called her black. So then I said, let me explain more about her ethnicity in this post while I'm making a comment. Listen, I need for all of y'all to hit like too and share. All right, let's go. I said, y'all went from posting Black Lives Matter during the George Floyd protest to not celebrating a female of color making history. She's making history in a country. She was, listen to this statement, understand what I'm saying. Don't add more to this, and this is what y'all did in the comments. She's making history in a country she was a slave in, treated as property, and couldn't vote in. She's making history while still facing the racist system that stood on George Floyd's neck and killed him. Let's take a moment and celebrate this Jamaican, Indian, Asian woman's achievement and how far our country has come. For a moment, please. Dern. Oh, and I can't wait for her debate with the current Vice President Mike Pence. She's gonna chew him up and spit him out. And let somebody don't give him some help. He's done. Because everybody know you do not win no back and forward with no black woman. I don't care what y'all say to my she ain't black. You know, if your daddy black, you black. I got one of my friends / spiritual sons that always tell me he Indian. I'm not black. Your daddy black, you black, and your hair's knotted and wrinkles up. But all the rest of your siblings got that straight Indian stuff. You black. Her daddy is Jamaican, Caribbean, West Indian. She black. She black. She black. Or at least a woman of color because her mama's Indian, but she comes from South Asia because that's where the Asian part come from for her. Either way, she a brown person. Y'all heard me so bad. I had a whole show on Monday where I screamed the whole time because of what's going on in our world and the stupidity that I see. Now it's y'all. Y'all done picked up the spirit of the administration and y'all cutting up. So I had to come talk to the black community because you back the vote right over to Trump. Some of y'all talking about I ain't gonna vote. Well, you got to find out that allegedly her dad and them, they done this, and her husband is Douglas. Her husband is white. She married to a white man. I know, and I know what that means. Now, I can get in the conversation with you because I get it. But it's like, what I say, the devil's in the details. Y'all get, I'm going to say us. We come black. The black community, we get caught up a lot of times in the wrong, at the wrong time, at the wrong stuff. George Floyd just got murdered in front of us. Breonna Taylor, she was killed in her sleep, and there still ain't been nothing that happened with that. Seem like, well then, that's really the reason why I'm fussing at Chicago, but seem like we ought to come together. DAGETHA, together. Seem like it elaborate. Seem like that we ought to come together and listen. You know what? I know about this. I know what her and Biden did when it came to the incarceration of black men and what Biden said. I think it was on the House floor. I heard that speech. I heard what she said to Biden about the position that you took. It kept this 10-year-old black girl from being bused to better schools and all this kind of stuff. They have made some wrong choices when it comes to the community. Yes, you're right. That is true. And I bet they learned from that. Then again, I don't know, because I really don't trust any of these politicians because they get the line, say what they got to do to get the vote, and then they get in the seat and they act the whole fool. That's that. That's why I'm saying it really like the lesser of two evils you got to choose. But black community, what's up, y'all? I thought y'all wanted Trump out of office. And it would seem like to me, if you see an example of your mama A black woman making history. She was the second African-American woman to end up in the position that she was in the Senate, I do think. And now she's the first one to be a VP and the candidacy for that. Celebrate. Put all that other stuff to the side. I feel like I have to be your daddy or your uncle on tonight and not just a comedic commentator. Where my switch? Where my bill? Stop your mess. Stop your mess. Y'all keep on you want to. Keep on you want to. You put all that to the side. You get your hind part out there and you vote. And you vote the way that you've been making like ever since the George Floyd thing that you was going to vote. Lord, get us out of this. Oh, our administration this. Get your shut up. Get out them comments talking sideways. You need a whooping. Just like Chicago need a whooping. I still ain't quite finished. That ain't totally out my spirit. But I'm happy your daddy, your uncle tonight. You can get a whooping. Well, this mess you pulling in the comment section and dragging this black woman black. Don't come telling me about the Asian. Don't come telling me her white husband. Don't come telling me none of that. And you can vote for Trump if you want to. I'm not telling you how to vote. But what I am telling you, black community, is you is not going to do this black woman like this. Didn't you see Snoop Dogg come back and say, you know what? I needed to get that girl, but I had to get that girl like that. That's a black woman. His mama had to talk to him. I'm coming to tell y'all, you better stop. Stop. You just got to research this and you'll find out this. You research that. And she did this when in California. She put a whole lot of black men into the prison and Scooby-Doo. Okay. She's the first black woman. Do you really think you just became black? A whole lot of you black privilege folk ain't never used your social media page to say nothing about black folk, especially some of y'all preachers. Ain't never used your social media page for black. And when George Floyd happened, just like you had an awakening, we're gonna believe and receive by faith that Biden and Kamala had a revelation. I thought Trump had one, but then he turned right around and said some more regular stuff. And Pence just scared me to death. I feel like if Trump get back in the office, he might kill over. Because when he was limping down that thing and then did it like that, he done it little topple over. That's it. And he went to drink something. I ain't got nothing over there. Oh, yes, he went to drink. Did y'all see it? He went to drink something. He said he had to grab his hand and push it up there. There ain't that much tide in the world. That's old, decrepit, fading away, and decaying. Something ain't right. He get over there in that office and quote, we're going to be left with Mike Pence. Y'all look Mike Pence in the eyes. You ever seen Children of the Corn? He remind me one of them. He made me nervous. I feel like he want to hang me. So, what I'm saying to the black community right now, it's just, one more time. You got one more time to come in my comment section. You got one more time. My God, day. You come in my comment section dragging this black queen. You come in here drag this black woman that took this white man's 2 white children from his first marriage and put them in her lap and raised them. If you come for this black woman, I'm gonna whoop your tail. Shut up! Move one more time in that comment section the wrong way, and we're gonna have a whole problem. I ain't got nothing to say. Now I'm see somebody want to say something here. I'll bring you on where you can talk to me. I'm on this thing here to where you can talk to me. Just word me now. Y'all done mess with me so enough. Oh, listen to what Mickey D said. Mickey D, are you scared to get on the thing? He said, and stop all this Black Lives Matter foolishness. When you all decide to really come together, then make a statement. It do make us look a little sideways. Black Lives Matter, everybody's life except for Kamala. Okay, I don't see nobody. Oh, there go your vet. Your vet, can I bring you in? You always talk in Patreon. You feel like talking here? Lord, your comment went away. I'm gonna invite you. Where your vet go? Where she go? I don't see it anymore. Yeah, y'all done got me worked up again tonight like I was on Monday night show. If at any time when you're watching this and you enjoy this, please hit Venmo and Cash App. Can y'all put that in there? The administrators, anybody in there? Yes, Mike Pence scares me. Absolutely, he does. I don't see you, vet. She got a comment again there. I'm trying to bring in. I think I got to click on her. No, I had to send her the. No, you know what? That's all wrong. I ain't got to click on her. I gotta email it to her on Facebook. I got to inbox it to her. Kendra said, we as a people need to come together. I understand. The conversations you might want to have, and I get it. Oh, electoral votes, that's a whole nother conversation. Not dressing appropriate to come live. Okay, you're there. All right. Larry, some people still need a good beating. They do. All right, since there ain't nobody to bring in here, I'm gonna go about my business. Lisa in here. I'm gonna go about my business. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please hit the like button and share so that we can have this conversation in our community around the kitchen table and not our stop y'all mess. All right. Oh, Lisa, you here? You want to talk a little bit? I want to see what you got to say about it. You're a Black woman, and you may not even agree with me, and that's even fine. I'm a text it to you, Lisa. This is my baby mother. My baby's mother. I got more than one child, more than one children. All right. So she's coming in. So let's see what she has to say, a Black woman. And then we're going to be done. No, we didn't talk about Greenleaf, baby. You see the title? Nothing about Greenleaf tonight. It's really good. Somebody said, Rose Chapman says, Larry, some Black people are still slaves. I got a lot to say about that. Here she comes. Mother of my children, Alisa Dunn. Tell me what you think about this.
It's different.
What? What?
You know, this ain't my subject.
Okay.
But I'm still walking. I'm trying to beat somebody. I feel I've been watching everybody's comments. I've been seeing where people are saying that she's not Black.
Mm-hmm.
They're saying that she was an attorney general, she was a prosecutor or something like that.
She was.
Which was her job, so we can't fault her for that. What else? I mean, when she was running, I didn't get a woman fuzzy about her.
Yeah. Me neither. That's what I was saying.
But she's it. That's who he picked. So y'all know y'all don't want Trump, so vote for them.
Yeah, if you don't want him, okay, Charlotte.
That's the easy thing. If you don't want Trump, if he would have picked anybody, Elizabeth Warren, I would have been Auntie. What's her name? If he would have picked her, reclaiming my time, I would have been happy. But I know he couldn't pick her because people don't. They don't like no sassy mouth Black.
Charlemagne the God said, here's what I do know. Whether you like Kamala or not, the current administration is going to unleash a disgusting and disrespectful attack on her, mainly because she is a Black woman. We have to protect her and uplift her as much as possible throughout this campaign. And see, this is what I'm talking about, because yeah, but so this is what's going to happen. You see Trump he has disrespected Black women and also colored women, the Asian lady, and you have to see
they're about all women.
They're about to dig up everything. In fact, I Googled her name. The only thing that came up in the last 2 hours was 8 things you need to know, 10 things you need to know about her husband or about her job or about her husband is white. I mean, it's all throughout on Google. And it's like we are just going ahead with this, and we're just going to assist in this. What you got to say, Margot?
I'm sorry. I'm just catching up.
So why is you on my screen?
I don't know. I don't know why you.
But my thing is, it's this simple, okay? If you don't want to vote for Trump, you only have one other person to vote for. Vote for Biden, and let's see what happens. I mean, it is what it is.
Okay.
I don't think Biden is well, though. So she may end up being president. Who knows?
Wouldn't that be something?
It would be. You know how I feel about that.
Tell me how you feel about it.
I don't want to talk about it. But you know, he's not well. He's
We gotta vote, Lisa. We gotta vote.
I'm gonna vote.
I know you're gonna vote. I'm gonna vote. Yeah. I done got. Oh, hold on. It's my address thing on it. I done got my mess. You see this here?
Yeah.
Everybody, get your mess and get to them polls. See this, huh? Get your mess and go to the poll.
I'm voting.
I mean, I ain't going to the poll. I'm sitting there right there in.
It's the electoral that's the thing, though.
Well, the way that they got it set up, like that's how Trump won. You know, the Hillary actually had the votes, but the electoral, yeah. But
I can't say she ain't no Hillary now. That
what you mean?
Hillary Clinton. I'm so glad she didn't win. I didn't want Trump to win, but
at least I never understood that. But I think I understand where you're coming from, because you were in the military under the Clintons and some decisions that they made. I get it. Yeah.
Yes.
I see y'all telling people how to vote, but from my platform, I never done this as a pastor, and I'm not going to do it now. I'm
not telling you what to do, but I'm telling you it's an easy fix. If you don't like Trump, vote for Biden. Do not vote. That's the thing you don't want to do. So if you don't like Trump, you need to vote. There's only one other. It's not like there's 3 other people you can vote for. It's only one other person.
Yeah.
You have. It's not hard.
Yeah.
But if you don't vote, Trump's going to win.
Yeah, somebody said this. Don't wait. As soon as you get your absentee ballot, send it in immediately. Yeah, because it's going to be a mess.
This angle is not good.
Yeah. You said what, Lisa?
This angle, this the right angle. The other angle had me my head looking big.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Somebody said, I heard Bishop Jordan say that we were stuck with him for president for the next 4 years. No, Jordan did not say that emphatically, but he was saying when you look at where America is, God, if you will, used Trump to expose America's original sin. And he's constantly using Trump in a way that you may not believe, but to expose certain things so that they can be addressed. And he was looking at certain handlings and looking at prophecies that got to come to pass. He said Trump looks like that he could be that man. We could be stuck with him for more years because he's the man to bring all of these things to pass because the word of the Lord got come to pass. He did not say that emphatically because I listen over again.
He said that America deserved Trump. Trump is America's president because of how America's condition is. That's what he was saying.
Yeah, I got what he was saying, but no, he didn't say that emphatically. No, I don't see, and prophetically, I don't see Trump winning as of August the 12th, 2020. It is not set. And that I know. Now, and that's coming from someone who told y'all that Trump was going to win and told y'all that Russia going to be involved in some cyber hacking before the country even discovered it. So let that be some kind of verification. If you are LRL or you was there doing videos when I having the visions and all of that. So it's not set. It's definitely not set.
You just got to go vote.
Yeah.
If you don't go vote, it's set.
And I did hear Bishop Jordan. I remember on that show, he said, I see something around in October, the middle of October, or was it November, that could shift and change something. So it's not set. It's not set. I know it's not set.
Just don't let them say nothing stupid out of their mouth. That's what we need. Biden need to shut up and let her speak.
Yeah, and Trump could do something that just what? Listen, what
else he could do?
Hold on,
what can he do?
What if Trump?
Can he do?
Look, one more can he do? One more can he do?
I was actually thinking
the foundation, open up the way. Oh look, I went to church, but what if Trump? There are two things I think that can just kill this. If like Kamala don't even work, Biden goodbye. Clearing student loans, reparations.
He ain't gonna do that. I thought you about to say, because he a little temper tantrum person. He'll quit.
No, I'm talking about to change it to where everybody's about, we don't like Trump, but Tom. I think
he's not gonna do that. Now, for businesses and stuff, he might come up with something with that. But
that's how he got the first one. Because the reality is, and this is just my opinion, don't y'all kill me for it, Trump was very good for business during his presidency. I don't know how to explain it, and maybe it's because he's been successful even with 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 bankruptcies, but people really don't see bankruptcies as they should. Bankruptcy is a tool for you to use when you need it, a tool to use. But anyway, rich folk.
But even then, it wasn't his bankruptcy; it was his company.
Right.
It's not even under his name.
And sometimes you just have to do that, and it's smart to do it through secure assets. So anyway, he was good for business, more so businesses at the top, but it did, I think, release some kind of business something. That's what I just think. And of course, I think he was good for exposing America's original sin, which is slavery, and really showing us the spirit that America really has in the underbelly of its vision. This capitalistic Euro Christianity, whitewashed Jesus, all this privilege, it's all this kind of stuff we would have never seen up in another presidency, I don't think.
He's not good for education because he don't know nothing about it. So he don't care about it.
He doesn't know. Yeah.
All he know is business stuff and running his lip. That's it.
Yeah. I see a lot of people saying vote blue, vote blue. That's fine. You can say that in the comment section, but that ain't what I do. I just commentate. I have my own personal feelings, and I tell the patrons, but on the public platform, I don't do that. All right. So thank you, Facebook and YouTube, for joining me in this conversation. Take a moment right now, hit like and share. Thank you for your donations that are coming in. Only give us $1. It helps us do what we do. And if you've been watching, you know exactly what we got going on here as far as the studio is concerned. Thank you so much, mother of my children. Did you whoop one of your children tonight?
Reid, you know this is not nice. Why would you say that on national TV?
I'm sorry.
I mean, on Facebook.
Oh my God. But thank you so much, brother. For you that don't know, we are not married anymore after 18 years, but we live together for the sake of our children. And it's probably one of the best decisions we ever made, because it's really the children love it, like it, hate it. But
I had to get on both of them today, actually.
Lisa, you handling that thing. And thank you so much. Thank you. Oh my Lord, because they needed it. Okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go.
All right, I'm gonna go out.
All right. Thank you guys so much for go ahead and prophesy national TV, Lisa. Exactly, Yvette. And she in the spirit. Thank you for having the conversation with me. And I hope y'all heard my heart. Let's put this to the side. And anybody else you see doing that and getting caught up in the technicals, you tell them, say, look, right now we need to stick together. And this is a Black woman. Remember this here. So let's do that. Thank you. Goodbye.